GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. A nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 2 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. Nifty move. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to do.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Jeremy Crawshaw in punt formation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Here's Hurts. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
180.
This is Brown going up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
180, 180.
Now back to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
At the 23-yard line.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Now Penix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Penix. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Okay, ready?
On first down is Judkins.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
When you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
3rd and 3. Here's Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're getting a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Finding Pierce on the crossing route.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
15 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Great. Set. Easy.
They go play action with Hurts.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Elijah Higgins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Rams 10, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 8. They'll give it to Jenkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll set up a throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Pass to his tight end, Tyler Warren.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
Penix working out of the gun here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This will be caught at about the 6. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Judkins going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Now a run with Warren.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Tyler Warren, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts. Pass caught by Pearsall.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw left side to Higgins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Elijah Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14.
Raiders 14. Joshua
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And the Raider first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he's he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now Penix.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. They try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Mike Green able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quinshon Judkins, 30 yards. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one finds Pierce right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's complete. He's going in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Elijah Higgins
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
24, Raiders 21. Joshua Carney to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and the last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Shemar Stewart in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
In motion, the tight end. To the air, Penix. This one is complete to Judkins.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. An inside run with Judkins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
They'll look to throw here.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Penix's pass.
So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score, but all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with it. Defense. They received the gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's to the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Rashad Bateman, 71 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
On the play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No touch that.
Running right, here's Brown. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Yeah, pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll set up to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch that. No touch.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Elijah Higgins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 31, Raiders 28. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
On the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A give. Here's Jenkins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here now, 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. And that's incomplete.
Intended for number 10. Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it is caught. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Raiders.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Penix's pass.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Raiders.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Las Vegas.
He'll look to throw.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this one is right through. And this game is tied.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a first throw here in overtime. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now Penix. Now a run here off the arm.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Here's the Raiders punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They go play action with Hurts. This one caught downfield by Higgins.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
28 yards.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Hurts. Finding Pierce on the crossing route.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.